moment for you.
I'll go over those with you, if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
Count 1, criminal conspiracy from indictment 2020 GS 47, indictment 17 of count 1. It alleges sometime in August 20, you did unlawfully but conspire and have an agreement with some others in violation of 16-13-30 to facilitate the theft of some cattle converters and some vehicles owned by Chester County. It's my understanding you're going to tender a plea on that indictment. Is that right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Also, count 2 of that same indictment, distribution of meth, that is count alleges on September 3rd, 2020, you did not only distribute a quantity of methamphetamine in violation of Health Code section 44, 53, 375. It's my understanding you're going to plead on that indictment as well.
Yes, sir.
Over to indictments 2020 GS 40, indictment 16, count number 2, for trafficking in meth. The indictment alleges that you, with some others, on or about January 1st of 20 through September 24th of 20, did only possess or come into actual constructive possession of more than 400 grams of methamphetamine, this being in violation of Health Code 44, 53, 375. However, it's my understanding will lead to the lesser offense of trafficking meth between 28 and 100 grams. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That being first offense. Also, count 4 of indictment 17. I'll give you that. Count 4, misconduct in office. It alleges that from August 1st of 19 through September 15th of 20, being the elected county supervisor, you did only commit acts constituting official misconduct in office. It's my understanding you will plead guilty on that indictment as well.
Yes, sir.
Y'all want to start off by saying anything? I mean, this is a pretty major investigation.
Sure. Obviously, the Attorney General, Alan Wilson's office, we're very pleased with this result here today. It's been a long time coming. This is a very important case for not only the citizens of Chester County, but for the state as well. We, through the state grand jury, have taken a very aggressive approach to trying to address corruption of whatever sort. And, when you have things going on like what was alleged here, what was proven here, what was admitted to here, it just fundamentally corrodes and corrupts the entire government in the county, and thus negatively affects all the citizens here. We are pleased, of course, that Mr. Stewart admitted what he had done, admitted that he was trafficking meth, while the elected county supervisor admitted that he was scheming to steal catalytic converters and get rid of the security footage, admitting that he used his county vehicle to go across state lines to deliver trafficking weights of meth. That's important. In corruption cases, it's very important that the person admit to what they've done. I think that's a big part of the community starting to heal and starting to get on the right track. I really want to thank Sheriff Dorsey, obviously SLED, and the 16th Circuit Solicitor's Office, and the 6th Circuit Solicitor's Office. I want to thank all of those folks who have been involved in this. That's one thing that's also great about the state grand jury, is it allows us to do these complex investigations and to really sync together the efforts of various agencies like Sheriff Dorsey's office, like SLED, like other prosecutors' offices, federal resources sometimes. And so it's really been a very successful thing, and hopefully this will, I think it already has, really had a positive effect on government in Chester County. I know the sheriff probably has some comments as well.
Well, I would just like to thank Creighton and the Attorney General. Obviously this was an important case for us. This is just another step in the process. I made a commitment once I came here to be very aggressive on our drug problem, our drug addiction problem, but focus on drug traffickers and drug distributors. Little did we know that our county supervisor was a part of that. When I spoke with you after the indictments, I stressed to the fact that this was a significant drug trafficking organization. I still hold to that, and I believe you learned some details today that validated that. This was a significant drug trafficking organization operating in and around Chester County. And so I'm appreciative of the SLED agents. I'm appreciative of our investigators at our office. Our office actually got the initial information and were able to work with these other agencies and get it to where we are today. So I appreciate the aggressive prosecution by the Attorney General's office and then the cooperation from the other solicitors' offices here in Chester and York counties.